Okay. So let's do a quick post-market analysis. So as we discussed in the pre-market analysis today, we got a gap down opening of 180 points and we got it exactly at 24,000. So if you have watched the pre-market analysis or you can watch now, I've made it very clear that 24,000 level, there will be more put option selling and that level is going to be defended by the put sellers for sure. So 24,000, there will be a great attempt, right? So that can make the market either go sideways or market can bounce. And if there is a bounce, that is going to be a selling opportunity. For example, if you get a 100-point bounce, that's going to be a selling opportunity. So exactly the same happened, but the market today, it was like unrealistic bounce and it bounced almost 250 point. There was no dip also. Now in this situation, how I managed my position is what I'm going to discuss. So the only bullish trade that I have taken, that is right at the open. Otherwise, I never had confidence in this up move. So I tell you, there are multiple reasons also for that. I never tried a bullish trade, right? I attempted bearish trade and then I made it to neutral also. So the only bullish trade that I have taken is selling 24,000 at 24,000 level when the market opened. As I told you, I sold put and I sold in the money put. And that actually helped me a lot because it's one side rally. Since I sold in the money put, it completely decayed also because of the good move. I got delta move, I got the theta move also. Okay. So now why I was not confident despite you get this rally. See, I'll explain with the chart also, but if you look at this market, VIX was so high. At one point, it was about 10 when the market opened. So I never want to rely on this up move because I couldn't trust that move. Secondly, if you look at Asian markets were completely down. If you look at South Korean market, it's going to lower circuit also. SK Hynix was crashing, Samsung was crashing, and if you look at US futures were down, and Nikkei Japanese index at one point it was 2% down. So only our market is recovering at one point, and then after European market opened later, they have recovered. That gave that towards the end move also. But if you observe, only our market have recovered this way. And first market which has recovered today is our market. Despite the fact that South Korean market is deep down, Nikkei is down, US futures was trading down. When European market opened, they were also down, but later they recovered. Now, when it comes to Indian market, what happened? I'll show you my trades also. So what happened is 24,000 support we expected, but at least I expected a rejection at 24,100. You got a small dip. So what I did is, in fact, IT was strongly positive right at the open. And then IT was almost 1.2% up in the opening, but it went to 4% later. That's a different story. So opening, it's around 1.2%. And Bank Nifty also joined the party. Normally, IT and Bank won't move together. In that case, only you'll get this kind of blast in Nifty. So normally, these are inversely proportional. So when IT is already good and Bank Nifty started moving higher, Nifty started showing that recovery. And at one point, Bank Nifty, and let me show you the chart. So this is how Nifty recovered, right? And during this recovery, if you observe, IT is just crazily going up. And if you look at Bank Nifty, so IT opening itself, it was like that only. There was no such big gap down or anything. IT opening itself, it is showing positive, right? With this candle itself, it's showing positive. It's in 1% territory only. But then you saw this massive recovery in Bank Nifty. So we have seen Nifty recovered. But Nifty still yet to fill the gap here. But Bank Nifty already filled the gap. So when Bank Nifty filled the gap, by that time Nifty came to 24,100. Now let me explain my position. I sold put, which is in the money, 24,050 and 24,100 I sold because I know that is going to act as support. So I'm looking for a move to 24,100. Now what my plan is, 24,100 I'll take a bearish, not complete bearish, but I already have the put. I'll keep that and then I'll take a call also. And I look for this 24,100 to 24,000 range. If market is 100-point range, I'll make great profit in this put also, in this call also. But then they have broken. Now, once they have broken, what I did is, once this 150 level is broken, then again I sold extra put, right? So already I have a call here. So that call, which I converted to a straddle. So 24,100, now I have a straddle. Okay, so I started off with 24,050 put. Okay, so initially 24,050, which is in the money put when the market was at 24,000. And then once it came to 24,100, I sold a call. And once it broke, then 24,100 put also I sold. So at 24,100, I have a call and put, not one lot. I'm talking about the ratio. For the quantity of the calls I sold, equal quantity of put I now sold. So this 24,050 put is decaying, that I'm in profit. Now this straddle, as long as this market is moving up for another 100 point, 50 point, 45 point, this call side will move, but 55 point I'll get a decay in the put side also. Then again, it came to that 24,050, 180 level. So that is my CPR and S3 level. Okay, so here Bank Nifty started giving a dip also. So this is where I thought when Bank Nifty is giving a 200 point, 250 point dip, because Bank Nifty have moved 500 points. So after filling the gap, it will give a dip. So what I was expecting, looking at the world market, looking at the VIX and everything, I was looking for a dip in Bank Nifty for another 75 points. That's why I sold a call initially. And then later, once I got the breakout, I converted that into a straddle. Again, once it came here, I did the same thing. Now I have this put, I have this straddle, and here what I did is I sold another call. Okay, so I have one call, one put here, I have a put here, I have a call here. Now after this given a breakout, what I did is I exited this put and I sold an extra put here. Okay, and then again it came to this 200 level. So once I saw that this is getting rejected at this R3, I sold another call there. So this call gave me beautiful profit when it came down. Further it went up. Again, it came down. So that again gave me some profit. This 24,050 put gave me beautiful profit. The straddle is also okay for me. Not a big loss. There is a small point loss. But anyway, that is offset with this. And that also managed with this call sell. So this is how I managed it. So the point that I want to tell is, despite market moved completely against me, the only view that went correct for me is that at 24,000, they'll take a support and may get a 100-point bounce, because that's a strong level. Put sellers will defend. So I, as a put seller, also entered at that level. And luckily, I got a in the money put sell. 24,050 put sell I could do. Because of that, that completely decayed. And when I sold call, and I did not sell call immediately. I told that in the pre-market also, I'm not going to jump onto that. In between, when I say I sold call at 24,100, naturally as a buyer, a small account, what I'll do, I'll buy a put also. So that case, I'll take stop loss. So in the buying account, I'll have to take stop loss. In selling account, I won't take stop loss. Rather, I will just shift that as a straddle. So I went for directional on the downside, but I'm not getting rejection. Once that level is taken out, I'll now convert that into non-directional. So that call, I will convert that as a straddle by selling one extra put. Same, I kept doing the same. At 250 also I did the same. But there, I don't want to adjust further. That just came down only. So that way, 24,050 gave me very good profit. And only the call short, which gave me profit, good profit, is actually that 24,250. So from that 200-point range, we managed it like this. Even after market went completely against the view, only view which is respected is it will take support at 24,000. So that's how I managed it. I hope you got some logic. If you are a seller, I know you might have done this, because see, sometimes despite you get a clean move, I know there's a very clean move, I could have done much better. But when you look at it, it's very difficult to trust that move, mainly because even now also, if you look at VIX, even now also, if you see VIX is 9%. So morning VIX is 10%. So IT is giving unusual move, and along with IT, Bank Nifty also giving an unusual move. So these two normally are supposed to move in contradiction, right? These are inversely proportional, because you want to keep an index sideways most of the time. If you need to keep Nifty sideways, banks will move up, IT will come down. IT will go up, bank will come down. If both go up, Nifty go up wildly. If both come down, Nifty come down wildly. That scenario is very rare. That's what happened today. So I couldn't trust this move. So that's why, despite you see a very clean move on the upside, I had to take opposite bet. But still, the point is, as a seller, you can come out in any position. You're just like a cat. If you know how to adjust, and if you have money, then you will come out. Just that you need to have that money power. Okay, then you can make any adjustment. You'll be able to come down. Even that one view is enough. That market will take support at 24,000. That view is enough. That put sell is alone enough for today. The first trade that I've executed is that. After that, even I'm not taking a call. That is to maximize the profit, but it is going against me, so that I have to adjust. But still, my put sell is very good trade actually. That's the best trade that you can actually get, because from the low, market went till high. Only after it crossed 24,200 to adjust there, I sold this. And by that time, that became much, because market is now at 24,200. What is the point in holding 2450 put? Simple, the premium, whatever DK I can get, I got it already. So that's how I did it, guys. And if you would like to learn this, whether it is selling or buying, in the live market session, I do buying. There are selling sessions also, which is quite expensive, and you can start with buying and you can join there. And then if you're convinced, you can go for selling also. So talk to my team, and I see you there. Thank you.